You're watching Let's with Ayuma. Hey, I'm Ayuma Michelle and welcome to Let's with Ayuma. This is an online safe space that I started to empower progressive women just like you and I from all around the world to thrive with purpose. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to overcome the fear of going online. How to overcome the fear of going online, ladies, especially for our businesses. Okay, I'm going to tell you more about this, but as usual, you know what time it is. Okay, it is time for you to consider subscribing to this channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I do hope that you enjoy this content and that you feel empowered and that you get to share it with your friends. So welcome. Please watch this video and watch another one, and if you dig it, please do subscribe, okay? And please, if you've been following this channel and you love my content and you haven't yet subscribed, because still more of you haven't yet subscribed, right? Please do subscribe, okay? And if you find this information to be very empowering, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend or two so that they too can get some of this goodness, okay? Because remember, it's all about empowering women to thrive with purpose. So when you empower your circle, you too will be empowered, okay? So today I'm going to talk to you about how to overcome the fear of being online. The reason why I share with you this is because I've really, especially during this pandemic and even before, I experienced quite a number of women who are afraid of going online with their businesses. And before, I think some of the reasons why women who are really afraid of going online with their businesses or with their ideas or with their personal brands is because of fear. At the bottom line of all of these reasons was actually fear. And you know, right now during this time when most of us are thinking about pivoting or are being required to pivot, to rebuild, or to build from the ground up, it really demands or demands of us to actually adapt to doing things in a new way or new approaches, right? And so this is all to position ourselves for opportunities. And if you don't position yourself for opportunities, especially during this new low-touch economy, which many economists call it that, new low-touch economy, you will miss out on great opportunities, not just opportunities for earning, but opportunities to truly make a difference in this world, right? So remember that we need to, when you think online, don't just think about your personality or the fear. More than that, think about positioning yourself, positioning your voice, positioning your uniqueness, positioning your gifts, positioning your service to the world, positioning yourself to uniquely make that transformation or contribution in this world. And yes, especially during this time, our purpose is even more urgent. It does not stop for a global pandemic, okay? So realize this, that the fact is, because I like being pragmatic, ladies, the fact is there is nothing glamorous about growth. Nothing glamorous at all. You know, when people normally talk about growth, it sounds like this beautiful, natural, easy thing. No, growth is not easy. It is tough, but it is not impossible, right? There's a big difference between that. It is tough because you can imagine, even as a plant grows, parts of the plant needs to rot to give way to new parts. Parts of the plant outgrows, so it's left behind in the soil, so that other new parts of the plant can break through the soil and grow. Parts of the plant actually die out or fall off, so that other new parts can grow, you know? So you also are the same. You're a growing being. You're a living being. And parts of you let go of parts of you. For example, the same teeth you had when you were a child are not the same teeth you have today, right? So you need to shed off some things, some habits, some beliefs, some fears, so that you can actually grow into the person that you need to be in this season, in the best version of yourself, okay? So realize you need to let go of the old and grab onto the new. so that you can position yourself to succeed in this new way of doing things. And this includes going online, because realize your future awaits you. And if you're every morning that you wake up, the future awaits you. And if you're holding yourself back because of a fear that has no proof, remember, I shared before that fear is a decision that you've made that has no proof. Fear is basically something that has no proof. But how you deal with fear is by attacking it with proof, with facts, right? So right now, don't let fears hold you back from the future that awaits you. And so you also need to take charge of your environment, especially your mental environment. Make sure that your mind is working for you, it's not holding you back, okay? So, but this is the thing. These are some of the fears that I realize some of the women that I've encountered actually have. Maybe you're scared of going online because you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to use maybe Instagram. You see many young people using Instagram, but you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to use it. I just don't know. Maybe you're of a different generation and you're like, oh my gosh, like these younger people are the ones who know how to use it and I don't. Maybe it's because you think it's just very loud and busy, and maybe you're just like, it's just too much. Where do you even begin? Where do you start? You know? Maybe it's because you're thinking, hey, maybe younger people are maybe more advanced or more worthy of using the online space unlike you. Maybe you're thinking that it just goes against your personality. Maybe you're introverted. You like small, intimate, sort of like kind of conversations, and you don't like sharing too much about yourself. And maybe your budget is limited and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe it costs so much to go online, to build a website, or to market, to do all sorts of things. Or maybe you just can't keep up with all these trends that are coming up, from TikTok to doing dances to reels to I don't know what. Maybe you're just like, it's just too much. Where do you even start, or how do you keep up with all these trends, right? But most importantly, maybe you're just thinking you're not worthy. Maybe you're just thinking like, will people even care to hear about what you have to say? Will people even care to see your face? Will people even care to buy from you? You know? Or, as I've heard from a couple of women here in Kenya, maybe some people actually believe that once you go online or go public with your business and go bold about what you're doing, people will stop supporting you, starting with family and friends. That once people know that it is you behind this brand, they will stop supporting you. I want to encourage you with this. All of these fears can only be attacked, confirmed, or whatever, dealt with once you take action. You will never know until you take action. And to the last point that I said, if people don't support you because they know it's you, they were never your tribe in the first place. They were never the people that you were meant to serve. And so all of these fears, they can only be checked with action. I had a coaching call with my coach, just earlier this week. And I want to share with you that one of the things that I'm so glad that he encouraged me with is that he said that even with the fears that I had, because ladies, I had fear. I was dealing with so many fears as I was designing my new coaching program. You see, I was like, will people sign up? Will I even get one person? Will my message even be taken seriously? You know, will this actually be sustainable? I had so many fears, guys. Like, I had so many fears. But one thing that I'm so grateful my coach actually encouraged me with, he said, you took action. And because you took action, you actually now have the facts. And those facts now completely discredited those fears that you had before. So you would have never known it would have worked if you didn't take action. So I want to encourage you to take action first. Take action. Start small. Start with what you have. Start with one social media network. Start with your voice. Start with your personality. Start with one service or one product and test it out. And trust you me, I am so sure that you will figure out that all of those fears that you had in your mind, especially with preparation, they never even had any room. They never had any ground because you took action. And number two, because you prepared yourself, to address those things that you were facing before, that you feared before, those fears no longer have any room in your life. Okay? But most importantly, I'd like to encourage you, it's something really powerful. 3 things that you need to realize why you really need to be online, why you need to, as quickly as possible, get over these fears so that you can do these very urgent things. I'm encouraging you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because this is what uncertainty and true leadership calls us to do. Uncertainty, you will never feel comfortable. Like this situation, it will never get to a point where you truly feel comfortable to do things. No, the uncertainty will never really leave. So will you wait until God knows when for you to feel certain about taking your next step? No. Do it afraid. Do it when you're uncertain. Do it even with the fears around you. Do it because you believe in something else more than the fear. And this is it. This is why. Number 1, for you, please don't let the pressure of fear or of uncertainty of yourself to actually rob you of your destiny. Don't let the fear of things, of other people, of other responses, or the uncertainty you have about yourself, don't let that hold you back from your own destiny. Guess what? Your future awaits you, right? So are you going to let a fear hold you back? And then one day when you're in your olden days, you're going to be like, I wish I did this. No. Don't give a chance to ever figure out I wish. No. Don't be that. Make sure that you do your very best. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the things that didn't work out and keep pressing ahead. And even though you're uncertain about yourself, I'm always uncertain about myself sometimes. But I don't let that hold me back from trying new things. I launched a program. I got people who've paid premium. Right? So don't let that hold you back. Number 2, when you're truly gifted, this is something really powerful. When you're truly gifted, sometimes you can't see it. When you're truly gifted, sometimes these fears seem more loud. They seem more authoritative. They seem more evident than the heaviness and the preciousness of your gifts. And so you need to surround yourself with people who allow you to be vulnerable with your uncertainties, yet very honest about telling you who you truly are. You need to surround yourself with people who will call out your greatness. Because guess what? Sometimes when you're gifted with something, it comes out so easily to you that you don't see its value because it's your normal. If you know how to sing very well, that's your normal. But you won't know it until you go online and people are like, oh my goodness, this voice is amazing. You need to surround yourself with people who speak life to your gifts. To that which seems normal to you, they speak life to it and help you realize that it is actually not normal. It is exceptional. It is magical. It is excellence. You need people, surround yourself with people who call out your greatness and who don't treat it like just an ordinary thing. You need people who around you, be it family, be it friends, be it accountability partners, who call out your greatness, who don't treat the things that are very amazing about you, the gifts that you have, who don't treat it like just an everyday thing. Because guess what? When you surround yourself around people who treat your greatness like it's an everyday thing, in other words, it's minimizing your greatness. It's making you feel like you're not good enough or whatever you have to offer. You're not standing out. You're not normal. You're just like the rest of us. No. We have been called to be great. And so surround yourself with people who call out your greatness, who speak life to your greatness, and who make you realize that what you think is normal to you, it is extraordinary to the rest of the world. 3, remember the people that you have been called to serve in this life. It's not just for you. It's not just for your inner circle, your tribe, who calls out your greatness. But realize you going online, it's for the people whose lives you have specifically been called to serve, to transform, and to heal. The people who, this is one of the things that truly keeps me going, right? Because I'm all about serving women, helping them, calling out their voices, calling out their stories, calling out their excellence, right? Helping them to realize that the journeys that they've been on is not just normal, it's extraordinary. And because there are people out there whose lives will be transformed from their extraordinary, it is important and urgent for them to tell their stories, for them to serve this world with their stories, with their examples, with their gifts, with their skills, with their voices. And so even when I was feeling afraid to go online with my new coaching program, even when I was feeling afraid to share my gifts, that sometimes when I'm by myself, I don't see the extraordinary in these gifts because it's my normal. Sometimes telling stories or communicating like this is my normal. And sometimes maybe I don't have people around me who speak life to maybe my gifts, to how I speak. What I needed to do is when I wake up, I remember the women I have served who would, especially after serving them, they would say, thank you. This is for us. It's for us. Don't focus on the other people. Don't focus on the fluff. Don't focus on the noise. Don't focus on the people who are treating your gifts as ordinary things. Focus on the people who, because they're out there seeking that which you're offering, seeking your gift, seeking your voice, seeking your example, seeking your extraordinary. Imagine them saying, this is for us. Please keep going. This is for us. That's what keeps me going. Even when around me, I don't have lots of encouragement. When around me, I don't have motivation. When in my head, I am filled with so much uncertainty about myself. I remember the people I have been called, I have been destined to serve, to transform, and to heal. It's for us. It's for us. So, I know that maybe you might have thought that I'm going to share about tools, tricks, and other things to make you go online. No. I'm all about purpose, and purpose is urgent, and purpose does not stop for a global pandemic. If anything, purpose is even more urgent during this global pandemic. And why I wanted to share this with you is because sometimes you're grappling with things that you cannot see. Sometimes the fears and the growth and the adaptiveness and the things, the hardships you're facing, sometimes they're seen, but sometimes they're unseen. Sometimes there are things inside us. That's really the thing that I am speaking to today. Those unseen things that cause you a lot of fear and uncertainty. Those unseen things that are holding us back from urgently serving this world with our extraordinary. Please don't hold yourself back. Do it anyway. Do it afraid. Surround yourself with people who call out your extraordinary, who see your extraordinary and remind you that you have something great to offer this world, even during this time. And lastly, remember the people. Every single day you wake up and every time you're facing these fears of putting out and positioning yourself, your voice, your skills, your gifts to serve this world, remember the people who to you would tell us, please keep going. It's for us. Okay? So please, ladies, don't hold yourself back. I have done it during this pandemic. I have pivoted and I did it afraid. And I'm now serving amazing, amazing women who, to them, and every single time I serve them, they keep saying, oh my goodness, this is for us. This is for us. Okay? So I hope this encourages you. Have you been facing any fears with regards to going online and positioning your voice and your business and your gifts online, please comment below. Please comment below and know that it is okay to feel fear, but also don't let that fear hold you back, okay? Please share below. How have you overcome also? If you felt this fear and overcome, how have you dealt with it? Please comment below. I'd be more than happy to learn from you, because obviously this is a very humanist issue and I could also learn from your example, right? So please comment below and I'd be happy to learn from you, okay? And if you've enjoyed this video, please like, please comment, and please subscribe and share this video with a friend out there who urgently needs to hear these amazing words that speak life to our purposes as women, okay? This is Let's with Ayuma, an online safe space that I started to empower progressive women from all around the world, just like you and I, to thrive with purpose. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.